Hi guys, this is Meenu. Welcome back to my channel Storytale. Today I'm going to be doing another unboxing from chapter 1. I have done many unboxings from chapter 1 because it is one of my favorite bookstores. I really like the books that they provide, but the experience is somehow getting much worse with each time. I will let you know more about that later in the video, but let me first unbox this book that I've ordered from them. I have ordered Book Lover as the book of the month. They're supposed to come with 2 other things too, so now without wasting any more time, let's unpack it. This is the packaging that the chapter 1 book has arrived in. Of course, my personal information is at the back, and there was also another paper that I've discarded. I always love their packaging because the books always come very secure without any kind of damage to it. So I really love their packaging. Now let's just unpack it. I know this is one of the worst way to open packaging because it might ruin your book, but I do not have a cutter or something which I'm supposed to buy, but I have not yet. So there it is. Like I said, their packaging is always nice. This packaging is like always nice. Now let me unwrap it. Always save the bubble wrap, right? So the first thing that I can see is this bookmark. This is the front and this is the back. And this is something like, I do not know. Read it with the community. I do not know, it's a tracker or something. I do not know. Though it has come a little bit bent. But anyway, that's not a big problem. Love this. Here are similar books that you will love. I do not know what this is actually. June 1st, 1 to 10 chapters. Okay. I mean, they have actually provided this date and how much I'm supposed to read on particular dates, which I actually like. I think this is really interesting. Like on June 1st, I'm supposed to finish 1 to 10 chapters, and then on 2nd June, 11 to 20 chapters. I think this is very nice. I really like it. This one is nice. I might do that, but I'm like not really an efficient reader. I cannot read very quickly, so I might not be able to follow this, but I will of course give it a try. This one is a nice touch. Next thing is Barefoot Sunshine. I did not know what it was. I mean, it was mentioned on the app from where I have actually ordered, so I did not actually understand what it was. I just thought it was some book or something, but like I can see, it's some kind of a magazine, if I'm not wrong. Barefoot Sunshine, the Mary Selby edition. So this is some kind of a magazine. I really like it. I do not know if you can see it. Mary Shelley and the Making of Frankenstein. Okay. It's basically supposed to be an article on Mary Shelley. Okay. So this is like this small magazine kind of a book, which I think is a very nice touch. I think to give it as book of the month, I think that is again a very nice touch. Most anticipated. This is actually one of my favorite books this year. I really love the book of cold cases. There's discussion questions. Of course, I'm going to go through it later, but I think it is really interesting. Like I said, these are the little things that make the experience a little bit better. But there are other things that has actually really ruined it for me. I will of course talk about it later. But anyway, I really like it. I think this is a very interesting touch to book of the month. This is actually the first book of the month book that actually has these things. That is why I actually got it. When I read about it in their post or something, that is what made me very much interested to buy it. That is why I got it. And I'm actually not very disappointed with it. It is actually very interesting. Now let's get to the book. So this is the book that I've ordered, Book Lovers. This is again one of the most anticipated book of this year, and I am actually was looking forward to read it. I did have to wait along because many people have actually read it and given review of it. That was a little bit disappointing because when I bought it, there was written in the app that it was supposed to be out by 26th April. I mean for shipping and everything, but of course that did not happen. But anyway, I think this is a very pretty book. I really love the color theme of it. The blue, pink and everything. I think it's very pretty and I really like the condition of this book. I think it is very nice too. One Summer to This is about I do not know, something about drivers to lovers, something kind of a book. So of course that is something that I do enjoy, and of course I'm gonna read this book and give a review to you guys. Now let's talk about few of the problems that I had to face with chapter 1. This book I ordered on their app, which is a very brand new app that they have actually introduced, and I can understand that it can have some problems. That is something that is very understandable. It is a very new app, so of course it needs many changes and corrections and everything. There has to be some bugs, so of course I understood that. And when I ordered this book, it did not actually show in the app, like there was nothing mentioned on the app about in my order section. So that is why I contacted chapter 1 in order for them to actually see what is wrong with the app or something, or if my order has been placed, because the money was actually deducted. That is why I wanted to know whether my order was placed or not. Of course they did not reply right away. They did reply after 2 days. That was also okay, it does not matter. And then they asked for my email ID and everything, and I provided it to them, and then again they disappeared for almost a week. Again I messaged them, again they replied in 2 or 3 days, and again they disappeared for a week. The last reply that they gave to me was on 27th April. I did not actually get any news about my book or anything. I asked about the ETA, but they did not provide it. They could have said that it is going to take a little bit time. That is all. But of course they did not do that. After the 27th April, I did contact them again, asking them what is the status of my book. They did not reply anything. I also gave them an earful because it has been too long, because they took too long to actually reply to you. So I gave them an earful telling them that how bad my experience is and how I'm going to talk about it on my channel, because that is what I do. I give my honest opinion about the experiences that I face regarding books. But still there was no reply from them. After 2 days again I messaged them that why there's no reply, this is a very bad experience. They still did not reply, and it is almost a month now and they still have not replied to me. So I think that is a very poor service. I actually had many complaints regarding them and their services in my previous videos. If you want, you can check my chapter 1 unboxing videos. You can see all the comments of people who have actually commented about how poor their service is, how they do not trust them, how they think that this is a fraud website. And I have been telling so many times that this is not actually a fraud website, and I do stand by that. It is not a fraud website, but their customer service is so poor. I mean, I do not know why they just could not reply to even a single messages. I just do not understand. With the procurement books, I can understand that it takes a little bit of time. I get that. It may take 2 to 3 times and it is very uncertain to actually let you know about the timeline and everything. I do understand that. I have been understanding that for a very long time. But I just do not understand why they would not actually reply to my messages or even my emails. I did actually raise a ticket on their website for them to actually reply to it, but there was no use of it. Actually, when the same thing happened with their website, they were actually very quick with the tickets, but this time that was very bad too. I can understand they have problems with the app, but still these are the things that they can actually work on. They can work on their customer services. They can also work on little bit track of the books that they provide. If they're saying that some book is going to be out by the end of the month, people are expecting for them to actually provide that, not actually take almost a month after that to actually provide that book. This book I ordered because it was supposed to be shipped around 26th to 27th April, but then it reached me on 30th of May. So you can understand how long the waiting period is. 1 month I have seen when it comes to books is not too long, because I had to face much worse in case of the last book that I ordered. It came after 3 months almost. So with this one it was actually a very short time, but still felt longer. But anyway, their poor customer service is what has actually put me off. So I might not be able to buy any procurement books from now on, at least from them, because it has been a very bad experience. I just cannot wait so long for a book. I just cannot have that uncertainty in my mind when it comes to book, that when will it reach me, will it reach me on time, because I'm someone who does book reviews, right? So if I do not get books on time, then it is going to be very difficult for me to review them. The best I can do is buy it from Kindle. I know that is not the ideal way, but the waiting period of procurement with books is just too long. And if they had a little bit of better customer service, it would have been much better for me to deal with it. But their customer service is too bad, and I just cannot have them in my mind all the time, thinking about it, that whether the book will reach me or when it will reach me or if it will ever reach me. So I cannot have that bother in my mind all the time. I already have too many things to stress about. I just do not want to add that to my list. Of course, if there's gonna be a book which I'm dying to buy, like I had to have it, then I might go for it. But other than that, I do not think I want to go for procurement books or anymore. I just maybe want to go for ready to ship books, because I do love their books. I do love all the versions, everything that they provide. They are an amazing bookstore, but they just have to work on their customer service. One guy did ask me what to do in such situation when they're not actually replying to your messages. So what I did suggest him is something that I did with Purple Bookstore. Of course, I'm gonna talk about them and my experience with them in the next video. But what I did with Purple Bookstore when they were not actually replying to my messages is comment on their public posts. Of course, when your messages or something is public, which is where everyone can actually see it, their problems, your problem, when everyone can actually see it, then they will have to reply. At least that is what I'm hoping. So of course, if they are not replying to your private messages, do comment on their public posts. Do let them know that how much you're disappointed by them or what is your problem actually. Do that on their public posts. They may listen there, because of course they cannot be bad in front of other people. They cannot actually show how poor their customer service is. So if you face the same problem, you can try that. Do let me know in the comments down below, does that work or not? And of course also let me know what are your experiences with chapter 1, because my experience is somehow getting worse with each order that I buy. But anyway, I do love them because their books are amazing, their versions are amazing, and as there are not many independent booksellers in India, so of course I do appreciate whatever work that they are doing. Just they have to need to work on their customer service, that is all. What they're doing with their poor services is actually driving people to buy books from Amazon or Flipkart. So of course, if they want to survive in the world where they actually ask for instant gratification, they have to work a little bit on their customer service. Looking forward to your comments on the topic, and of course if you have any questions you can ask me too. I will see you next time. Have a great day.